Welcome to another episode of me, Izzy. This week we're going to be doing a sort of a reset day because I freaking need one. First up really is we're going to do some movement and we're going to go for a walk, which, you know what, I've been really good the last few months of like getting my daily walk in, but I've been watching vlogs by It's Time Y'all, and she does these like fitness videos. And she always does her walk first thing in the morning, and then she comes back and does like other exercise stuff. And I feel inspired this week. I might try and maybe get up early and go for a walk as the first thing I do, but we'll see how that goes. Letting the side down recently in regards to my skin. I don't have anyone to blame but myself. I've spent years struggling on and off with like moderate cystic acne, and I'd say for like 3 months between January and April my skin is the clearest it's been for years. It's never going to be perfect. I'm always going to have slightly textured skin, but I didn't have any active spots or anything like that. Because my skin got good, I got lazy and I stopped being so on it with my skincare. And then I did a sheet mask at the start of last week and that just finished me off. And now we're heading down a dangerous road. So we're gonna nip that in the bud. This one gets me down. My skin is one of the things that has caused me the most kind of distress in regards to like my self-worth and like self-loathing kind of shit. Over the past few years, it felt like the clock struck midnight on my 20th birthday and just acne just went all over my face. You know, some of it's hormonal, and I think whenever I'm eating well, for me anyway, like it always makes a massive difference to my skin, and I just haven't been eating that well for like the last 4 weeks, so that can't have helped either. I've been on medication for my skin before, and that did help, but it did make me feel really, really sick. So if I can try and like sort this out and not let it get too bad just with the kind of like topical creams, then that would be great. Really great. In a lot of my videos I'll always have not like a lot of makeup on, but I'll definitely make an effort to like put effort into what my skin looks like. So I think if I can like accept my skin and get used to kind of showing it on camera, maybe that will kind of help me feel a little bit more confident. But there's never really going to be an overnight fix. It's definitely to do with like habit building. Today's the day I'm gonna get my hair done for the first time since like, I don't know, July of 2020. And I'm hopefully gonna be slightly blonder when I come back. There's nothing wrong with my current hair colour. It's fine. It looks great on other girls, but I'm always more confident in myself and I just have a slightly more golden tint to my hair. So I'm excited to feel like me again. What do you think? Okay, can we just have a moment for the hair? It's so nice to feel just the slightest bit more blonde again. And I got like the whole curtain bang thing cut in. It will be interesting to see how in reality, and by reality I mean like when I try and blow dry it myself, how that's gonna turn out. But for now, I'll get at least some happiness out of it until I have to next wash my hair. Honestly, my hairdresser just nailed it, because I asked for like not a bright blonde, more like a darker sort of honey blonde so that when my hair starts to grow out, you know, it's relatively low maintenance. I do think the fringe is going to annoy me, but for now it's fine. So yeah, super chuffed about my hair. However, that did take a really long time and now I'm really behind on my work. I'm going to have to work late this evening. And the whole point of this video was meant to be that I'm getting my life together and now I am severely behind on life. But it's fine. We made a sacrifice to have nice hair. We've got one thing ticked off the list. When I last checked in with you, I was having some major issues with my skin earlier this week, but I got back on the bandwagon of my skincare and literally within a few days, it's so much better. Like, this is all just kind of like leftover discoloration sort of stuff. I've clipped back the whole curtain band thing at the moment. I have enjoyed having curtain bangs this week and it hasn't been as like difficult as I thought it was going to be, but blow drying them is a little bit of a challenge and I'm slightly concerned that like if I step into any sort of windy, breezy climate that it's going to be interesting character building for my hair. I was meant to get the majority of my life together this week, but I mean I was just kind of busy living that life, so we're back at it again almost a week later, but with blonde hair and better skin and just kind of feeling a bit more positive anyway, so that's nice. Cheers, good morning. Got lots of things to do and I feel ready to tackle the day, but I also would love to just kind of go back to bed. If you've watched any of my other videos, you might know that my original plan for this year was that I was going to move to Paris and I was going to teach English there, but it's kind of, you know, gone to shit a little bit, so that's not going to happen, but it's just on pause. And in the meantime, my little kind of like business where I'm assisting people virtually, a virtual assistant, is doing well enough where I think I could do it remotely from anywhere. So the new plan is a hot girl summer abroad. I mean, we all know that like the likelihood of that is still very much up in the air, but I'm not going to say too much at the moment just because I don't want to jinx it. But every time I look at a really nice apartment, it always like I hesitate because I'm too worried about it going wrong, and then I don't book it and then it gets booked up and I cry, and that just seems to be a toxic cycle. So I found one that I really like and I put in an application to stay there for 3 months, and this would be like a tropical island, and I'm just waiting for the landlady to see if she will have me for the duration. This isn't a holiday, this is like me moving to a different country and kind of like, it would be great to slow travel around the world. But we'll see. It's just like a small little cottage. It's about a 20-minute drive outside of the main city. It's a 10-minute drive from the co-working space because there's like a village of digital nomads there. So hopefully I'll make some friends and not be so alone. But you never know. Hot girl summer, hot girl island summer might be happening. The landlord has 24 hours to basically review my application and either accept it or decline it, and I can't stop looking at like refreshing the page to see if they've even seen it or not. If anyone's wondering how my plant's doing, we've got a relatively thriving, and I think dying, the flowers are gone, but the general leafage looks fine. Probably the most adulty thing that I'm going to be doing in this video is terrifying, and it is sorting through this huge mountain of paperwork that I've just let accumulate over the last year. Whenever something like an important document arrives for me, I just put it in the pile, and I'm not even sure what's in there, but can't be good. Because my whole life at the moment is being paid to organise other people's lives in some weird, twisted, self-destructive revenge, I refuse to organise my own life. So it's a mess. So I bought a fancy black folder that I'm gonna just sort everything into, and hopefully it'll all be fine. I'm gonna have like a section for like banking. I think I'm gonna have a section for like any kind of business correspondence. See, the student loans company, like what am I meant to do with this? You need to take action. Okay, we're done. My whole life now resides in this folder. This isn't like a folder that I'm gonna take with me everywhere. This is very much like I'm gonna hide it in my parents' house. And if I need a certain password for whatever, or a certain document, then I'll just ring my mum and be like, please dig it out for me. Yeah, it feels good to have everything in one place and not just like a messy pile of paperwork that could have super important information in it that I'm just leaving around the house. We're becoming an adult. How nice is this? How exciting. Okay, so we've had a bit of a reset, looks-wise, exercise-wise, adulting-wise. The last one that I kind of wanted to chat about, and mainly this is because I watched a video by Where I Live and she talked a little bit about mindset, and I do feel like every now and then it's worth having a little mindset reset. I'm very naturally attuned to being really harsh on myself and thinking very like negatively about myself. I'm gonna get into journaling again. I was really good at it at the start of the year and I was like journaling in this every day. And I had like my little affirmations at the start. Things like, my current situation is not my final destination, I'm free of worry, I'm at peace with who I am, etc. One of the things that you can do with tackling like a mindset sort of thing is like write down your limiting belief and then turn it on its head and make it into something new. And my main one, honestly, is just genuinely feeling like I'm never quite enough of anything to be anything. I never quite feel interesting enough, never quite pretty enough, never quite funny enough. I just never feel like I'm gonna be quite cool enough, quite interesting enough to register on anyone's radar. Like I said, there are so many people on this platform who just, they look like they're so effortlessly cool. Like they just so effortlessly stylish and so effortlessly at peace with themselves in front of the camera. And I just feel like I never quite get it right. There's just something about me that's just that a little bit too awkward. But I am determined to, you know, try and get past that and like, no, I do want to do this. Like I don't necessarily picture myself being like a YouTuber necessarily, but I really enjoy this as a hobby, making videos. And in my head, like how I've been managing to spin that limiting belief around is very much saying to myself that even though it takes longer for me to register on people's radar, I think it's fine because when people do stick around, they are very much like in my tribe. And even like the community I've already got, even though it's a super tiny one, like everyone's so kind and like has such lovely things to say. And I can tell that these are like people that I'd hang out with in real life. Eventually, when I'm like living around the world, being able to like meet up with loads of people that have maybe connected with my videos, and I'm hopeful, you know? So, right, that brings us to the end of this week's video. I have no idea how this is gonna come together because I've never filmed something over this amount of time before. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, maybe even subscribe. We should definitely hang out again, definitely stick around because who knows, I might be moving country, which will be an interesting one. Lots of character building is on the way. Have a fabulous week. Bye.